Okay, let's see if we can capture the garden this year. Every year that we're here, and every year that we can manage to maintain it and stay on top of it, the shrubs get more and more mature, and they come in more and more beautifully. And this year, unlike last year, when we had that long hot spell in the early part of the spring, actually it was in winter, in February. Remember my famous calendar, February 28th, it was 81 degrees here. And the poor plants didn't know what to do, so they started producing. They started leafing out and producing flowers, and it took all their energy too early in the season. And so they did one kind of weak, pathetic, that's my ginger snap, isn't that beautiful? Flush of flowers, and then that was all they could do for the year. That's the Miss All-American Beauty. This one may be my favorite, though. And I don't know what it is. I think it's Rio Samba, but I'm not sure. I used to know. It's not Tournament of Roses. I'll figure it out and let you know. That's my favorite, though. It's absolutely neon. Look at all this. Everything came at once this year, like it's supposed to. There's the climbing pina colada. And then as we get over by the bird bath, they're more in the shade, so they're coming in more slowly. And this lilac that we put in 2 years ago is just exquisite this year. Oh, it's so beautiful. And then behind it is the butterfly bush, and that will be purple also. When that comes in, it'll be full of huge purple flowers. You probably know the butterfly bush. This is the peace rose, called the peace rose because it was flown out of Europe, brought to America on the last flight after the peace treaty was signed for World War II. And there's our Queen Elizabeth in the back, reaching toward the sky. Those are going to have huge pink flowers on them. And then same here. See, you can tell how old they are, that they've been here for a while because they're getting so tall. That's the JFK. It'll be a white rose. This is the Chrysler Imperial with these beautiful deep red roses. They look like they're made out of velvet. This is a crepe myrtle. It's not flowering yet. It's not time. Here's a Queen Elizabeth that started to flower. Let's see if we can get up in the clouds and see some of them. Isn't that cool? And then the Joseph's coat this year. Holy cannoli. It's just loaded. Absolutely loaded. It's just, I can't even account for it. It's so happy. And it has produced so many flowers. They are so beautiful. Mamma mia. And then this is the Oklahoma with its big red flowers, big red roses. This is the Rosie O'Donnell. It's yellow and red. That's just starting to open. The circle flowers, the rose circle flowers, are just now starting to open. We had some aphids we had to deal with. Here's the Arizona. Looks like the desert in Arizona. Here's the Heritage. Very, very old-fashioned. And then, it just goes on and on. When I think I have planted too many rose bushes, which I have, I get discouraged. And then spring comes. Here's the cherish. This is Paul's favorite. Here's my favorite, the sentimental. Well, one of my favorites. I just love the look of that rose. I think that I've planted too many, and then in spring, I just love all these roses. So then I'm very happy that I did plant them all. These are over in the shade on the fence on the west side. Orange tree is loaded with blossoms. So is the apple tree. You can see Paul pruned the apple tree and pruned the tangerine tree, and that's loaded with blossoms this year. Last year it had hardly any on them. And then we've done some work over here, putting in calla lilies and ferns and irises, and this has perked up a lot. It's just beautiful now. And then this is our vegetable garden for the year. It's all tomatoes, really. Tomatoes, basil, onions, red onions, some chives. And that's that.